You open Facebook or Instagram every single day, right? Chances are you've already noticed Meta's built an AI chatbot right into your feed. It's kind of hard to miss at this point. But here's what Meta just quietly changed, and most people haven't caught on yet. They've transformed that chatbot into something way more powerful and assistant-like, with real productivity features specifically designed to compete directly with ChatGPT, Claude, and Google Gemini. This isn't just a simple cosmetic redesign. Meta's been working behind the scenes to add writing help, research capabilities, creative project support, and actual work-focused features that genuinely rival what the standalone apps do. And the timing is really interesting because Meta's been steadily losing ground in the consumer AI race. They haven't gotten the same attention as OpenAI, Google, or Anthropic. But this productivity push could change that narrative pretty fast. Here's the thing though, Meta controls billions of users across Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Threads. If they nail this assistant update, it could change the entire market dynamic in surprising ways. So let's break down exactly what Meta's built, how it stacks up against the major players, why they're making this move now, and what it means for the future of AI assistants. Meta's had an AI assistant for a while now, but honestly, it was never really a threat to ChatGPT or Claude. It was more like a side feature, something you could chat with, but not something you'd go out of your way to use. Think of it like asking a helpful friend questions versus asking an expert consultant. Meta's version was friendly, but not particularly powerful or specialized. Problem was clear. While OpenAI dominated with ChatGPT's versatility and Claude built a loyal following with safety features, Meta's AI felt generic and underdeveloped by comparison. Users didn't see a reason to use it when they could use ChatGPT for writing, research, coding help, or creative projects. Meta's been aware of this gap for a while now. The company has hundreds of billions of dollars in annual revenue and billions of active users. Yet they've been losing the AI assistant battle to startups and rivals with smaller user bases. That's a real problem because AI assistants are becoming central to how people work and create content every single day. The stakes are enormous. Whichever company becomes the default assistant in people's workflows wins loyalty for years. So Meta decided to rebuild their assistant from the ground up with actual productivity features. This wasn't about cosmetic changes. This was about finally taking the AI assistant race seriously and giving people real reasons to choose Meta over the competition. Here's what Meta actually changed. The new assistant now has what they are calling multimodal capabilities. That fancy term just means it can handle text, images, links, and context all at once. So you can throw a screenshot at it and ask it to explain what's happening or paste a link and have it summarize an article or describe a problem and get detailed step-by-step solutions. The interface is cleaner too. It's integrated right into Facebook and Instagram's messaging. So it feels native to where you're already spending time. But the real power is in the feature set. Writing assistance is more advanced now, with the ability to refine tone, adjust formality, and even rework entire documents. The research capabilities are better too. It can help you dive deep into topics, find reliable sources, compare different perspectives, and synthesize complex information. There's also improved creative help, brainstorming tools, project planning, and even assistance with things like content strategy and marketing angles. And here's the thing that matters most. Meta trained this assistant on more recent data and gave it way better reasoning abilities. So it's not just regurgitating information anymore. It's actually thinking through problems with you, asking clarifying questions, and providing more nuanced answers. The speed is genuinely impressive too. Responses come back faster than ChatGPT in most cases. Let's ground this in real scenarios because that's where you'll actually notice the difference. Say you're a freelance writer working on a client brief about quantum computing. You paste the research materials, highlight the parts you don't understand, and ask the assistant to break down the physics in simple language. The new Meta AI can now pass all of that context, understand your skill level from your writing, and explain it at exactly the right depth. Or imagine you're managing a social media campaign for a small business. You describe your target audience, your budget constraints, your brand voice, and some competitors. The assistant helps you brainstorm content ideas, suggests optimal posting times, recommends visual strategies, and even helps you draft compelling captions. A student studying for exams can use it to create study guides, generate practice questions, quiz themselves, and get explanations for why their answers were wrong. Someone planning a complex project, like a home renovation or a wedding, can use it to make timelines, track budgets, coordinate multiple tasks, and solve problems as they arise. The assistant now understands context in ways the old version didn't. It remembers what you've told it across a conversation, builds on previous answers, and gives advice that accounts for your specific situation. That's the kind of usefulness that makes people actually want to use an assistant every day, not just once in a while when they remember it exists. So how does Meta's new assistant stack up against the competition? ChatGPT is still the leader in terms of pure capability. It's got more advanced reasoning, better coding ability, and stronger accuracy on technical topics. Claude is regarded as safer and more thoughtful, with better handling of complex nuance. Google's Gemini is deeply integrated into Android and feels more conversational. But here's where Meta's upgrade changes the game: access and integration. Meta doesn't need to convince you to download a new app or visit a website. You're already on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads every single day. So the assistant is right there, seamlessly integrated into tools you're already using. That's a massive advantage that neither OpenAI nor Google can match at the same scale. Meta's also competitive on speed now. In testing, their assistant often responds faster than ChatGPT. Pricing is another factor. Meta's making this free for all users, while ChatGPT's advanced features require a subscription. The accuracy gap is closing too. A few months ago, Meta's AI was noticeably worse at complex reasoning tasks, but they've narrowed that gap significantly. It's not quite at Claude's level for careful analysis, but it's absolutely good enough for the vast majority of everyday tasks. The real question isn't whether Meta's AI is technically better than the alternatives. The question is whether the convenience of having it integrated into your daily feeds outweighs ChatGPT's technical edge. This update matters for reasons that go way beyond Meta. First, it signals that the AI assistant market is still in play. For months, it felt like OpenAI had won. Everyone was using ChatGPT, and nobody could catch up. But Meta's move shows that size, distribution, and integration can still be powerful advantages in this space. Second, it's going to put real pressure on Google. Google has Gemini and can integrate it deeply into Android, Gmail, and Search, but they've been surprisingly slow at making it essential. Now there's another giant company moving fast. Third, this could eventually reach the billions of WhatsApp users. Imagine having an AI assistant built into your messaging with all your friends and family. That's territory nobody else can touch. The competitive dynamics are shifting. This isn't a technical arms race anymore where the smartest researchers win. It's about distribution, convenience, and user habit. Meta's move suggests that the real AI wars won't be between ChatGPT and Claude. They'll be between the platforms where people already spend time: Meta, Google, Apple, and Microsoft. And that's actually better for users because it means AI assistants will become faster to access, cheaper, and more integrated into everyday tools rather than novelty products you have to remember to open. So how do you actually use Meta's new AI assistant? First, open Facebook, Instagram, Threads, or WhatsApp, whichever Meta property you use most. Look for the chat or messaging interface and search for Meta AI. In most cases, it's already available and easy to find. It'll show up right in your message list or as a dedicated button. Click on it to open the conversation. From there, just start chatting like you would with anyone else. You can ask it to help you write something, research a topic, plan a project, brainstorm ideas, debug code, or literally anything else you'd use ChatGPT for. You can attach images by clicking the attachment button, upload a photo, and ask the assistant to analyze it, edit it, describe it, or suggest improvements. The beauty is that there's no learning curve. It works exactly how you'd expect a chat interface to work. The assistant remembers context within a conversation, so you can have back-and-forth exchanges where it builds on what you've already discussed. If you don't like a response, you can ask it to try again with a different tone or approach. One tip: for complex tasks, start with a simple version and refine from there. Instead of asking for a perfect finished article in one go, ask for an outline first, then help it expand from there. This iterative approach gets better results. Here's what this all means for you. Meta's not trying to reinvent the wheel with AI assistants. They're taking the existing idea, which ChatGPT proved works, and making it available to billions of people right where they already are. That's actually a smart strategy. It won't be the most technically advanced assistant on the market. It'll be the one most people use because it's the easiest to access. Over time, that could matter a lot. If you're someone who already uses ChatGPT or Claude regularly, this probably won't replace them. But if you've never used an AI assistant, or you only use one occasionally, Meta's version is probably about to become your main one simply because it's right there in your feed. The bigger story here is that AI assistants aren't a future technology anymore. They're becoming infrastructure, as essential to computing as search was 15 years ago. Meta's making their bet on that future with this upgrade. The winners in AI won't necessarily be whoever builds the smartest AI. They'll be whoever makes it easiest for billions of people to use every single day. That's what Meta's betting on here, and honestly, they might be right. Follow for daily AI news to see how Google, OpenAI, and Apple respond to this move.